Well, the Caldwell Night Rodeo is just about 2.5 hours away from its second night of its 100th year of entertaining rodeo fans. 100 years is a big milestone. However, their centennial celebration almost slipped by them. It wasn't until about 4 years ago, when the world was covered in an uncertain cloud of the coronavirus, that they caught it. Not the Rona, but the details. COVID was kind of a nerve-wracking time, especially in those early days, paying attention to the daily count, not knowing what was open or not. Can we even get together for holidays? It was a lot. And a lot of things happened to a lot of people during the pandemic. Caldwell Night Rodeo, it aged 11 years in a matter of weeks, but it wasn't from stress. For decades, the Caldwell Night Rodeo has dazzled bucking and barrel fans under the lights. But exactly how many decades? Well, that took a shutting of the chutes in the summer of 2020. A pandemic pause, if you will, for office staff to realize how old they really were.
Well, they discovered that the rodeo actually started in 1924.
100 years ago, Caldwell's cavalry unit needed $18,000 to build suitable stables for their horses. So why not use other horses and bulls to pay for it? And the Caldwell Gymkhana and Rodeo was born. Fair weather made for a first-year success, with 1,500 people showing up at the Armory grounds that first day. By 1935, they brought in lights, becoming one of the first to do so. And things were going well. Well, until the 1960s.
We saw the success of a lot of the other rodeos of bringing big names in for entertainment.
Big names like the likes of Lassie, who they brought in 1964. Then came 1965. A year to celebrate their move to their current arena.
That year they brought in Patty Page.
How much is that dog in the window?
The cost would be a big concern after they also moved the 5-day event back to June.
And so they brought her in and it was a total rainout. That's the year that we actually went bankrupt.
Oh, they paid Patty, but they were left $26,000 in the hole. And by the next year, organizers decided to move back to August and get back to the rodeo roots.
And that's where the whole tagline is, we're not going to bring in all these stars, but Caldwell Night Rodeo, the Cowboys are the stars.
And it's been that way with the CNR since.
Everyone asks, what are you doing special for the 100 year? We're having a rodeo. That's what we're doing. And the Cowboys and the Cowgirls are still the stars.
Well, these days, the Caldwell Night Rodeo is part of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association circuit and consistently ranked in the top 24 pro rodeos. You may be wondering when the Rowdies and the Civvies rivalry came along. Those characterizations were coined by longtime arena announcer Randy Corley like 40 years ago to drum up some fun for the fans. He's still there, by the way. Back then, he noticed the fans sitting in the sun on the east side drank a little more beer than those sitting in the shady side on the west side. So he dubbed them the Rowdies. Caldwell Night Rodeo continues tonight with the Man Up Crusade. Fans are encouraged to wear purple to take a stand against domestic violence. And the rodeo runs through Saturday.